my name is a certified Zentangle teacher. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today is day 6 of Advent Tangle 2024. So we have done so far 5 tangles, and today is day 6. And let me show you today's tangle on the back side of my Opus tile. So day 6, maybe I'll do it around here. Day 6, today's tangle's name is Patorrillo, Patorrillo, I think, by Carmen, Muniz. Real. So this is today's tangle, and you may find this challenging. We'll see. I like this kind of tangle, but it has a little bit of going over and under, twisting and intertwining. So I'm going to show you step-by-step instruction first on this side. So let's see. I'm trying to figure out which way makes sense to me. I think it'll be easier for me to draw this direction. So I'm going to have this sort of kind of candy cane shape. We talked about candy canes, right? And then you're going to have another candy cane built on top of it, and then you're going to order this, and I encourage you to not curl this too much. You can always extend these lines, so don't curl too much. And you're going to add a line from here. So this line, what's going to happen is going to create this loop here. So if your initial lines are too short, let me show you, like this, you can always extend these lines, right? And then so if I were to add a parallel line to this, you can see this this section right here looks like it's threaded under the loop. And then you're going to imagine this comes around like this. So you have these loops and something inside, something is threaded inside. So that's the idea of this tangle. So we'll do this on the actual tile, actual paper. So I had to figure out where I want to put this. I have, let me zoom out a little bit. So I have lots of space left. Maybe I'll do it in here next to this one. So let me zoom in. So I picked this space for today's tangle. What I'm going to do today in this space is a little more complicated than the basic step outs that I just showed you. So you may find it a little challenging. You may find it a little frustrating at a time or confusing, but don't worry, I'm going to show you step by step if you want to follow me. But before we get going, I want us to take a deep breath together, and also let me read today's devotional first, so that we can approach this with very calm mind. So day 6, the start. One of the most iconic symbols of Christmas is the star. We use them to decorate our Christmas trees, our homes, and we even cut cookies into the shapes of stars. The most significant star in the story of Christmas, it was the light that guided the Magi to Bethlehem on the night of Jesus' birth. God created this moment in history to place a spotlight on the humble beginnings of a child who would become our king. Matthew 2:10 says, "The sight of the star filled them with indescribable joy." Astronomers today have used science and computers to replicate what the sky could have looked like 2,000 years ago. Some suggest the Star of Bethlehem was a rare conjunction of planets that came together in brilliant synchronization. Go on an adventure tonight, either around your house or your neighborhood. Grab a flashlight and let it guide you through the darkness. Think about how Jesus is the light of your life and guides you each day. So with that in mind, perhaps the light of the star guiding us today's tangle, let us begin. So instead of creating the root, I want to start with one extra kind of skinny flax-like shape. So it's gonna look like, let me see, I'm gonna start around here. And like this. And then to this, I'm gonna add the loop. So loop, that was the first step in the step out for this tangle. So I'm gonna maybe around here. So it's gonna go behind this. You see that? And then when I create aura or create a parallel line, instead of what I did when I was showing on the step out, I'm gonna make this little wider as I go, like this. So now I have a step one, right? And then I can thread perhaps something like this. And then I'm gonna add the next loop. So perhaps around here. Like this, and I'm gonna make this a little wider. Like this. And maybe I can do one more. Let's see. Maybe then this next one's gonna be coming out from here. You see how this already is going to the direction that I wasn't planning on, but that's all right. So all I'm doing is adding one stem at a time, and then maybe this next one is gonna come out here from here, go behind. See how slowly I'm going? So perhaps from here I can add another rib, maybe. See? Maybe this one's gonna be a little shorter. Like this. Okay, so now I have 3 of these ribs, and then I will continue to add some more of these little stems, but let's see. I can go maybe from here. So maybe this one I'm gonna, what do I do with this? I'm gonna just thread this behind here. So this one's gonna go like this, and I will create another prong. And so this one, I could almost close the rib, but maybe from here, I'm gonna add one more of these sticking out. Okay, and then this one's gonna rip around and come back. You can see this either way, like you can take this and spin this way, or you can see this as you're connecting to the next one. But I think I'm gonna spin this out this way. Like this. So this one is looping around like this. Now this section is almost filled, but I want to create the sense of, you know how some stems are going, or some stems are basically the bunch of stems are bundled together, and it's not exact. See how I'm just adding some gaps. Okay, and this next one, I think it's gonna be interesting to create, because you know I have a lot of space here, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to thread this behind these. You see that? So this one is going behind these vines, and then maybe I'll add a few more coming out. from here. And you see at this point, you have so much going on. It really doesn't matter where the stem comes out, but you see how these are really nicely intertwined. And this one too, maybe perhaps I add one more from here. Going like this. Right at this point, I'm just holy buying. And adding things behind what's already there. And I created this loop. See how I'm so focusing on what I'm doing. I can't even talk much. That's why I wanted to read today's devotional first, because this is just a little complicated, and it takes lots of focus. So now I have a lot going on. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring blue. Maybe I'll bring I'll add white, and I'll do this in white. So I'm gonna continue to add all of these little shapes so that it will take up more space here. But anything I add, I'm just threading behind what's already there. Starting to fill up a little more each time I add something. Okay, so maybe this side I'm gonna add a little more. So anyways, we were talking about stars at the beginning. What we read is about the star, and that's something I really miss living in Tokyo. you know, this is a big city with, unfortunately, a lot of pollutions, and not just the pollution. It's just the city doesn't sleep. You know, it's open. Like a lot of things are 24/7, which is really nice and convenient, and it's a great city to live. But it's the kind of place that you don't see stars. So I miss seeing stars. Where I used to live in Washington State, it was close to Seattle, so it was close to the city, but it was close enough to the mountains too, that we could just go out, drive out to the mountains, and oops, I lost. I think where was I? I think I was here. See, I was looking at the camera a little bit and I got lost. So yeah, anyways, we could just drive out, take a quick drive to the mountain and see the stars, and it's something I miss greatly. So, and also it's fun to look at stars and wonder. I think it's especially true for me because my husband wanted to become an astronomer. Sorry, I have to change the setting of my heater. I don't know if you heard the little clicking noise. So anyways, gonna ink in some of the spaces. So yeah, so my husband wanted to become an astronomer as a child. So he knows a lot about stars and the universe, and also he studied, you know, because of that he studied physics. So he's a bit of a star geek, I may say, or you know, anything universe, planets, stars, and so it's fun to go out and see stars with him. Well, actually, some of the things that we do here in Tokyo is we go to a planetarium often, and near his office, there's a really nice planetarium. It's a publicly owned planetarium, and they run daily program, and then and they have a free planetarium show during the lunchtime. So a lot of the people from nearby office come into planetarium to unwind and to look at the sky. And each day they show that day's star, what we see in Tokyo, what we would see in Tokyo if it was clear sky. But you know, living in Tokyo, you hardly see. So that's a way to enjoy the star in Tokyo. So if you ever get to have chance to visit Tokyo, I would encourage you to visit a planetarium. It's fun. It's a fun thing to do. And again, I'm starting to ink in between those spaces. So I'll come back to it, come back to the video once I'm done inking in. Okay, so here we go. I inked in all the background. Now I'm gonna shade and highlight. So anyway, speaking of stars, there is a Christmas movie. I mean, I guess it's a Christmas movie. Yeah, that I like. A friend of mine introduced me to this Christmas movie a lot, maybe 10, 15 years ago. And I know everybody has their own favorite Christmas movies. Perhaps the Grinch and It's a Wonderful Life. Um, all these great Hollywood movies too. And this one that I like is called Fourth Wise Man. So Fourth Wise Man. So in the story in the Bible, the Jesus verse, there's three magi's, not four, three magi's from the east brought gifts to Jesus. Well, I guess to his parents, but to Jesus. And this movie starts in the premise of actually there was a fourth wise man, but this fourth wise man was late. He was late to bring gift, and so when he finally got to Bethlehem, he realized that Jesus and the parents has already left, and so he had the opportunity to give his gift to Jesus at the time, and so it becomes his life's mission to find Jesus and give him this gift that he wanted to give. And I'm not going to tell you what the gift is. It's a beautiful gift, and I'm not going to tell you what had happened. Well, I'm not going to tell you the entire story because I don't want to give away. But it's a really good movie. So anyways, so he keeps trying to find Jesus and try to give this gift, but he kept missing. He keeps on missing. And he has, what's funny is what really makes this movie funny is he has servant, and the servant is just so funny. He's a servant, so he has to follow the master, whatever the master decides to do, right? But he just complains and complains and complains about what his master is doing, and he's just hilarious. And so anyway, that's the story about the fourth wise man, and it has a really beautiful ending, very uplifting, I think, and very touching story. And if you haven't seen this movie, I highly recommend this movie, Fourth Wise Man. And what's his name? The actor's name, Martin Sheen, the father of Charlie Sheen, does play this fourth wise man. So I wonder what your favorite Christmas movie is. If you have one, please write in the comment section. I would like to hear about your favorite Christmas movie. Okay, there you go. See now that this root started to stand out, and I want to add some blue. So maybe inside these stems. I'm gonna add some blue lines. And try to make sure that I'm doing it in not each one of them, but most of them, but leaving the tip of these shapes untouched, because I want to add a little highlight to there you go. I think I'm mostly done. I don't want to do these. I don't want to do it on these roots. So, and then I'm gonna add just a little bit of white. And because it is such a tiny spot that I'm adding a highlight to, I don't want to split this highlight too much, so I'm just adding a little bit and gently pushing it in on the paper. But you see how, as I do, some of the inked in area, like here, gets some dust. So when that happens, I mean, it's gonna happen. It's inevitable. I just go over with black, and then take my white gel pen. I want to make this initial loops nice and bright. Also this too, because this is a part of the rib. You see how I mistakenly added blue in this one, so I'm going to cover with the white. So here you go, and I'm almost done. Just bringing out some of the lines that got a little messy. See, it's now I added too much black, but it's okay. I can always add more white. Sometimes the line goes to where you didn't intend to go. That happens. Actually, this happens a lot, especially when I'm doing on camera, because I'm coming in a little awkward angle. So I'm gonna bring back this stem. There you go. So anyways, thank you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow for day 7. And I hope you you enjoy tangling with me, and if you like it, please hit like button, comment, leave comment, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye now.